Okay, we live, fresh from God Body's channel. You gonna wait for the fam to come through. We gonna finish this build, you know. You know? Hold on, my fault. I'm gonna put the link down. Strangers in the building. Come on through and post the link. What's going on, goddess?
Hey God, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm on the phone,
Man,
so I'm gonna be in and out the convo.
well, I don't even see I don't see the chat like that. Don't leave in and out.
Oh no, I mean not. I'm gonna still be here. I'm not gonna like leave in and out. Just be muting my mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're just continue. We were just having build. Um, I guess as far as people sometimes desire to see your work, it's not good enough because YouTube and that's great. That's a great avenue. Don't get me wrong, because it does bring a lot of people together. That's how I met you. That's how I met you,
Yeah.
right? But sometimes we want to see some work, and then when somebody pocket check you for your work and things aren't adding up, you know what I mean? Don't what's going on?
Yeah, like seriously, like you don't gotta be like so defensive, but we just like cause I had a question to be like, why would you go back and get seeds when you have a garden and you can just use what you've been planting because you don't even really need to always have to regrow and regrow. Sometimes with some stuff, with some fruits, some veggies, you could keep growing and just chop part of what you need and let the plant keep growing itself. That's the whole part of planting. The plan is to just keep doing itself. That's what I mean. Come on, like how we don't know about farming. So I'm and another thing is just like regardless of what how people use the system, aren't you encouraging to use the better system to produce your own food and put them on that system as well? I think that would be more beneficial than to just use your system.
And ciphers, God, that's what I was trying to. You know it. You know it. I don't know, but it's like kindred spirits sometimes. You know that I was digging at that. So if you have your own garden where you're distributing seeds, and why are you going to market? I just didn't, and if he is like, well, I don't have enough, seeds or enough, vegetables or whatever, fruits to keep up with the demand of people who need food, I would have gotten off of it. I never heard any, you know what I mean? It just got kind of weird. So I'm not even saying that this gentleman is lying. I'm not saying that at all. And I'm not trying to clown the dude. But I'm just trying to wonder, like, if you're doing a garden, you can get seeds from the the produce that you're growing, I would think.
Say that again. I had to cut out real quick.
Oh, I'm not gonna go through that.
Not all of it, not all of it. Just like the last few things you were saying.
Oh no, I was just trying to understand though, why we're going to market for seeds, and then we didn't say anything when I asked about the desk. See, this is why we try to be careful. I asked if he was issuing the people seeds, right?
Yeah.
He said no. So how was it that you don't have enough seeds to give to people who need it then? Because you said apparently nobody's looking for you for the seed. You should be able to get some seed,
Mm-hmm.
from your garden. And nobody's calling anybody a liar or, being even mean. It was just a good question.
Yeah.
So no one needs to get defensive. Welcome the brother up on the panel. If you want to come up here, there was no need to get defensive. So if you, I don't know, because our
I just
fruit
didn't
and
like
our
the
seed, yeah,
I didn't like the fact that he kind of downplayed the whole farming thing, like it was, it was just here and there. I'm like, yo, that's a big thing. Like, fuck the other shit right now. Like, that's a big thing of just producing your own stuff. Like, you're the supply, you're and the supplier. Like, come on, you're that. But then he said, going back to the marketing and seeds, and I was like, oh, well, hold on, now I got more questions. Why are you doing that? Because I mean, there's people down south, even in Atlanta, that I know because my mom, she got her garden and shit. There's people even over here. And there's people in the East Coast that I know, my family got their own garden. It should be grown for years. For years. There's this one great vine tree that's been grown in the back of my grandparents' house that's still grown in the back of my grandparents' house now to this day. That been there before I was even born. And that has not been reseeded once.
see, and that's why there's questions. Because I started, um, and look, I'm not. See, this is what screws me too. People who must be bigger than who they are. Do I own a home? No. Do my parents? Yes. Should I have been left at home? But because of that generational bullshit where they take what your grandparents left, yes, happened to me too. So I started growing my things on my apartment porch. Okay, that's all I can do right now. But before I even had that, I was sneaking in the like park or like back alley things. I was planting things like lavender, and you plant mint because that'll survive anything. You know what I mean? There's
Uh-huh.
so what does he mean? Like you have no seeds
I
for
don't know.
anyone?
I mean, I'm just confused because I remember Bill either a couple weeks or a couple months. He was in the garden showing us the garden and stuff he planted, and I'm like, okay, well that's dope. Now hearing this, I'm just like, hold on, I'm kind of just I'm confused now. Like, what? Hold on. You got all of that and you're still going back to the market to get seeds, or you're not supplying people with seeds, or what's going, are you derooting these plants, or what's going on?
See, I was so pissed I forgot to ask. Okay, so what is in your garden? Because some of these things overtake everything. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So I didn't even get started in that. So what exactly, right, is in your garden? And we'll find out if you told the tale, because then he went right back to some, oh, well, gardening's a little side thing, and I do carpentry. Well, sir, that's not what you confused. I'm confused.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
And I'd love him to click the link so we can continue this conversation. Because if I'm off or something, come tell me. And if I'm wrong, I will apologize. It's not a big deal to me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But what I heard didn't something was amiss.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And it's not to take anything from him. It's just, I just want to understand, like, you was big time on the build, showing the garden and stuff, but now it's just like a little thing. I'm like, bro, like, no, it's not. I just been kind of confused with that. So it's like, nah, bro, people gotta eat, bro. I'd rather eat than fucking have a place to fucking live, to be honest. Because if I can't eat or fill my body with the right nutrients and shit, how am I gonna get the strength to build something or get the thought correct to build something?
That's important. And there's actually, see, check it out. A lot of people don't even know this. I don't know what everybody city everybody stays in, but even places like Home Depot or Lowe's, watch them because nobody really does pick up on this stuff. You can get yourself um, chamomile, um, let's see, like lavender, all kinds of things. We're not even getting into the tomatoes or like you. I know you like the way I said that tomatoes. It slipped. Tomatoes. All right, and then they'll have them on sale or whatever, and they'll only be $2 or $3. You can easily start your thing, and it has a little starter pack. You bury it, okay? Or actually, when you first get your starter pack, you really don't put it in the ground. You put it in like a potting thing, a potting, what do you call it? Just a regular pot, okay? You do have to purchase soil, okay? Discover what that plant you got or that herb you got. Discover what environment it needs, okay? And then when it starts to thrive, then we start thinking about putting it outside. See? It's not even hard. So that's why I'm like he's bright. I just didn't understand it because I season. See, when I go to cook or whatever, I don't have to go purchase seasoning. I have my herbs right there in the ledge. You see?
Keep it going. I gotta take this.
No, no. Well, I'm just saying, like, just for anybody, like I said, like I meant it. I hope everybody heard me, and so on and so forth. You can do it real quick. Check it. Get online. Check out and see. There's Lowe's. Um, Walmart will even do it sometimes. Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot. Check it out. You can go buy you sometimes if you catch them. You can buy yourself three separate little individually packaged. They're already potted. They've already been pre-grown. Okay, to save you all the trouble if you've been planning. You can buy them for under $12. Right? All you got to do is care for and nurture. So there's a lot of meat. I think it's the which one is it? The lavender is the one you want to put in your incense, and so on and so forth. All right, see, all right. So the lavender, each one has its property, but you'll definitely be able to find them all. And then they will have a starter kit also. If you want to do like tomatoes or cucumber, your onion, they'll have all of that, and it's not expensive. All you need to worry about is understanding how to nurture them. and you can do it yourself. And that's why it gets upsetting to people to hear that others are doing this thing and we want to see the fruits of your labor. How can you be a fruit harvester and we see no fruit? Are you back yet, Cyphers?
2 more minutes.
Oh my goodness. So, okay, let me check the chat. Let me see what's going on here. I like, oh, okay. Nobody be afraid to speak. It's all good. We want to give a shout out to everybody who's coming by in the chat.
Lordy, yo, I gotta like a bad bullshit in my. Oh man. Oh, what's good, Margate? In the motherfucking building. What's going on? What's going on? What's
I clicked
going
the
on?
wrong
Hey,
thing. I'm so sorry.
nah, you good. But yeah, it's just a few things. It's like, man, I'm waiting for him to come through so he could like teach. I'm listening as a student, so I just wanna ask and see, like, I think you coming off a little bit more aggressive though. That's probably why he being defensive.
Me, I'm nice.
Yeah, you nice. We get you. We know you, but I don't think he understands that.
Well, that's what happened when you tell a story.
I mean, hey, hey, I can't lie. I be feeling the same way, but we all take things differently. You just got to get warmed up to you. That's all. And he don't really mean harm or anything. He just don't want to be like going to raw back and forth and stuff. That's all.
Okay, well, I'll say to that, sir, if you would like to come over here, thanks to Chris Cyphers, okay, he has called me off of you, all right? You can come over. You can safely come over. I'm not gonna jump you, but nah, there was some questions. Like that's it. Ain't nothing bad. I mean, we don't have, like we don't have real beef like that. Nah, nah. I'll fuck with you though if you try to do a Paul Bunyan. You spun a Paul Bunyan today, sir, and I called you, but I'm gonna leave you alone, okay? So you can come on over. Cyphers told me to stand down. I'm gonna stand down, sir.
Yeah, yeah. He's cool. He got good info, but I'm still not. Truth is truth. You ain't lying. So and I think that's just part of sometimes of like he goes into the depths of just explaining himself a little bit more than some of us. So I think that's just him and how he carries through a little bit longer, but and I don't think he really means to do all that. Just probably just how he used to conversating for where he's at and stuff. And he just got to get adjusted to just a gathering to you don't have to really be that long-winded, kind of like shorten it up a little bit, and you don't have to respond like after every single question, because somebody might have a little elaboration to their question or reasoning to why they're asking that question to get a better understanding. And sometimes, well, a lot of times, I think he just needs to like just chill and kind of like listen to the question full so he can better elaborate himself. So,
100% agreed. See, yeah, okay, and then see, okay, I understand more now
mhm.
because maybe he didn't know how we do things.
Yeah.
Like we allow each person to speak. We've been on panels of 6 people, right? And
Mhm.
nobody's muted because we know how to let the next person speak.
Mhm.
See?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's we have to, at a sense, just we kind of learned each other a little bit, by having these, these talks, these builds, and and it's just like if you steady having builds with people, if you're not really learning people and learning how they are, how they would respond, is just like, how can you really sit in a conversation, and interact? It's like, are you really learning or are you teaching? Because like if you're not learning or you just came here to teach, then it's like it's evident that you didn't come here to build, because if you knew everything you wouldn't be here.
Facts. And if people see, if you didn't come on here to even teach a specific lesson or whatever, you should even come here to learn personality types and everything. Because if they're not even getting like dynamic and understanding it, because you saw I laugh and I know you laugh, and then you saw what happened today in the live stream. I'm not gonna highlight all of it, and we'll just let that be that, right? But it's funny because when you watch other people, and if you're really trying to build with them, you need to know them. So it's funny when I look, because I look right at you, I look right at God body, right? Could y'all start laughing? Cause like, oh, strange don't like that shit.
Yeah.
See, and you're just waiting on it. You're just waiting on
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, there you go.
because y'all both start to smirking. Ooh, ooh. You know what I mean? And then I feel the same way about you guys. Like I know what gets you, what you don't like too. You know what I mean? So and this is that's why I got frustrated and started bitching about people talking about this false unity. So we can't never unify if you don't even want to take the time to learn me. So that lets me know what you're saying is crap. That's why I got mad.
Right.
See?
Yeah, and that's another reason I think why a lot of people say, I'm patient, like with being on my channel. Um it's not that I'm just patient. I don't want to seem, just because this is my channel, I run this channel, I am the, oh, it goes, yeah, okay, I run this channel, it can go my way every time eventually. No, I don't want to do that, because we're all people. So I want to give the same respect and get you to get your point across, talk your way out. If it hands into a rah rah rah, okay, still, let's see if we can get through this obstacle. Let's see how you handle yourself through this. If it's no progress and it's just more obstacles, then yeah, I mean, I might have to let you go. But you can't say I didn't give you a chance. I didn't give you an open mic. You didn't have your time to speak. You can't say none of that. So that's kind of why I do that, just so we can see what happens, see if we're learning from each other, see if we're here to just either stir some shit up or grab the energy and make it about me. If it's on some consistent building stuff, yes, let's continue to build. This is it's great, it's helpful, it's that's energy to the mind. you know. So, if it's not equating with anything within that matter, it's just like, what are you here for? But we don't want to come to that. So it's like, if you're here for the learning and the teaching, be here for that. If you're here for the learning, be here for that. But you can't just be here for the teaching because you're here and you're not the teacher. Not saying you can't teach. We all have that opportunity to, but you can't come like you're just the ultimate one teacher. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about being a collective, adding what I know to this information that can maybe nobody else don't know that can benefit all of us. So let's all put our foot in a motherfucking circle and play our own game, right?
I
Yeah.
agree. We gotta. You've been teaching. You and God Buddy Sean have been teaching very valuable lessons indirectly, and that's why I was just so like, do y'all not see this and understand this? What you see, there must always be a balance, and we understand. Like, oh, good, it gets me so upset. So if we're always talking about this warfare and we're gonna link up and we're gonna go to war, who do you think you need also? Me. There's no reason to speak over me. And you know what? When you start doing that, see, let me tell you, a woman cleaves unto a powerful man who doesn't disrespect us. That is very important. Here go your lesson for your channel today. We cleave under to men who are in very high ranks or who are important in our eyes, right? They don't have to disrespect us or talk over. They can be like, all right, baby girl, are you finished? See? So you understand? So even when I get pissed off and I go over there, nah, 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 you let me do it, and then you're like, I might spaz, but I'll be back again because like I feel protected over there, and I won't disrespect the men who I feel like are protecting me. So I think I've kind of noticed like there's been some males over there who feel the need. If I'm over there, you don't need to speak over me. I will absolutely respect you when I respect you. You can't make me respect you by yelling over me. That's going to piss me off. So I'm just saying.
I just, I just shut up and wait till people stop speaking or wait till, there's a good part to interject. Well, I think that makes it most helpful. But ultimately, I just try to shut up because, I'm not the only one. And, respecting that, just saying if we have like 5 people on the bill, I'm gonna hella extra shut up because I want the other 3 people to, give their input and stuff. So it's like, why not? And I'm tired of us using this fucking quote that's so grand, but motherfuckers just don't know how to just put 2 and 2 together. It's just like 2 heads better than one. Nigga, we've been using that shit since what? But it's like, whoa, we have more than 3 heads better than 4 heads is part of the same fucking group. 5, 6 people on the panel, 7 people in the chat. We're all part of the same fucking group, but we're fucking arguing every fucking build off the same fucking shit. Besides putting the more heads that we have together to be powerful, I just don't get the shit. Like, what the fuck? God damn.
Just know There's no ciphers. Be patient. There are people that are trying to accomplish this. You know that. And that's why I just sometimes I don't stand for any thing that I feel that is contrary to what I'm trying to accomplish.
Mm.
You know, so sometimes it gets bothersome. But I still don't see the brother over here. Is he in the chat?
I don't even know.
Somebody send him the link. We need to finish this and discover and get to the bottom of it. Because I don't even want anybody to walk away feeling some certain kind of way.
Mm.
And by the way, I checked my PO box and I noticed you didn't send me not now in one ring. And I'm quite upset about it. So you're next. You're next.
Oh man.
I didn't get one in the box.
See what happened was
Nah.
I ain't want to get the fool's joke.
I do no, we checked and double checked and rechecked. Give him up. With 9 rings from ciphers. See? Didn't get a fitted cap, nothing.
Damn, y'all see she trying to rob my closet on.
Oh my gosh, did you really just say that?
She's trying to get my closet, y'all. She was trying to get my hoodie, the 2 new hoodies that I bought. She's trying to get my hats, and you trying to get my rent. Come on.
Look, that's what I was engaged. All right. That's what he would always say. He's like, why are you always in my closet? Because I always wanted to wear his shit. See, you caught me. Uh-oh. Hemmed up. Yes. I'd always wear his shit. I would take his hoodies and his cap and his vamp life gear, and I
See?
caught me.
Gotcha.
That I'm one of them. You know, one of them. Yeah, be always in you. Yeah, that's me.
And just
like where did that? Like where did my fitted cap go?
That's
me.
That's just like my sister. See, it's crazy because like my mom, like if I FaceTime my mom and she'll see like a ring or something, she'll try to claim it. She'll be like, "Oh, is that my ring?" You know, we'll go through that whole little thing. But other than that, no, she's cool. But my sister, on the other hand, nah, she raids my shit. Like, what do you have? I need something to wear. Go all through my shit. I can't say nothing about
it. That's how I do. I'm not sure how tall you are, but let me tell you something. If I visited over there, you know I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna keep it cool. You know, we're gonna keep it cool. We're gonna keep it cordial, right? But if you left me in your goddamn bedroom, I'm going through that damn closet. Okay? Going through that closet and I'm gonna figure out because especially if you got like a jewelry area, especially a jewelry area where you keep your shit like either on the drawer or in the I got you. Yeah.
See, now I'm gonna have to start putting shit up when you come through.
Yeah, no, don't hide your shit. I just want to visit. No, but what you gonna put your hats up too?
Oh no, everything gonna stay up. I'm gonna put my gold up.
I don't wear gold. I like the platinum and the silver.
Oh, okay. Then I ain't gotta worry about nothing because I ain't got nothing but gold.
Oh, okay. Well, whoops. I guess I gotta modify myself. See, got to change your life sometime.
Right.
Start wearing gold without someone's damn ring. No, because it would be because you would know who did. Excuse me, where's my hoodie, my cap, and I'm missing my ring.
Yeah.
And you can tell them too. I won't give a shit. I won't even be ashamed. You be like, Strange Magic robbed me. Sure did. Sure did. You know what I mean? See, this is what people need to understand about this YouTube stuff. It's supposed to be sociable, funny, and we can have like disagreements, but it's not supposed to get ugly.
Right.
It isn't.
It's not.
So that's why I'm waiting. The young man, whoever it is, still hadn't hit the link. Somebody go find that young man.
Yo, somebody got the boy. Go ahead and send him a
Yeah,
message.
somebody go find the boy. And and it's very fun. See, see, we're gonna get to the bottom of this too. Yeah, somebody go find the boy.
Yes, I am. What's good, homie?
Hey, this Sam.
That's change.
What's going on, brother?
I was getting ready to going into work early. I typed a few things and then it vanished out of the chat window. Like Mara didn't respond. It was weird. So I figured I'd just come on and say hi. So I didn't think I abandoned you today.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate you coming through. Shoot, it's having a damn build on God Body's channel, and we had got into a little some. So we wanted to continue because he had to head out. So we was waiting for the boy to come through, and he haven't came through yet. What's going on, Chris Cobb? Peace to the chat. Peace to the chat. But yeah, that's what we basically just waiting for. We just got some questions. That's all.
Right on. That's what's in my head right now. Questions.
What's your question, this Sam?
It's like, what about all my neighbors that ain't working? I suddenly feel like I don't want to feel unfair, but then realistically, it is kind of unfair.
What's unfair, love?
Like everybody that ain't working in the neighborhood ain't gonna pay rent most likely, but I'm still required to be responsible.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is about to be something. The first is coming up. Yeah, and see, people can talk about conspiracy theories sometimes all they want to, right? But why is the Democratic woman? I won't name names. I never like to do that. There's a Democratic woman who came out and then decided to harass Trump upon when he said, "Okay, if you're unemployed, we'll just fling $1,000, right?" So now it comes these people on the Democratic side who you never ever saw, okay, for a minute. And didn't they say in the previous party that most Americans are one paycheck away from being poor and homeless, right?
Yep, 78%.
So tell me what is going on. Because if Trump agreed, what, like 4 days, 5 days ago, whatever, to say everybody can get their check, right? Now here out pops this Democratic woman, and now it's the first of the month. Everybody's mortgage is due. And we can't go to stores, we can't do anything. And then everybody's been hoarding. Everybody's been trying to fill their gas tank up. Let me say this, everybody is basically broke. And I think we can all agree we've all made it this far by people having savings. I made it this far because I have savings. All right. But that's almost, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That my
Yeah, I
savings
mean,
don't run that deep. I have
it don't matter
family
how
I
big
can
the
go
bucket
to.
is.
Yeah. See,
Eventually, it
so what
runs
are you,
out.
what are you gonna do with this? I am. What are you thinking about this? You think it was kind of kind of like, I don't know. What do you think about it?
I feel like we got sold out to foreign investors in a way, or somebody powerful, and they're just arguing over the details. Who's going to take new ownership and how it's going to work out. And once they've got those papers signed and sealed, then they'll be like, "Oh, everything's cool again. We fixed it," and it'll be a lot stricter and a lot less freedoms. And it'll be pretty much like you guys saw this is what you got, or you can go back to how it was where you're on lockdown. It's going to be a terrible system from everything I'm seeing. Because it's like, what can you do? Nobody wants to be homeless or die like that.
No, people and see and what they're supposed. Oh, you know what? I did hear what they're supposed to do is give everybody another month. As far as if you're in an apartment or you have a mortgage, that's what they're supposed to do. But I also heard they weren't supposed to be cutting phones off either, right? Cut
Yeah,
my
or
motherfucking
power or
shit
anything.
off. Yeah, they cut my goddamn thing off when I didn't pay. I was trying to test it out. My shit was off on the 24th. See?
And that's life threatening.
See?
All I know is I better get my internet for how many of a days that shit is fucking off compensated, my phone bill compensated, my gas bill compensated, my electric bill all that shit that's affected compensated for how many of a fucking days that shit happened. Just like they,
Prorated.
oh, you went over these days, so you gotta pay. No, bitch, nope, doing the
Oh,
same.
no, that's his excuse. That's his excuse, because right now they owe everybody back pay
Yup.
that they told they was going to do something. I want my back pay, or you gonna modify my goddamn bill.
Right.
See? Yes,
It's
I
crazy.
am. Do you have an opinion?
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like everything is unfair and to somebody at some point in this equation. Like everybody gets their stimulus check, but then if you owe any kind of back child support or any kind of debt tax wise, you might not get it. And then the people that do deserve it and they're going to get it, but because they didn't have the money to file electronically last year and get a direct deposit, they might not see that check for 4 months. So it's like you'll have 1 month of protection on your rent, but what good is that if you're not going to get no check for another 3 months after that? Like somebody's going to be asked out no matter what steps they take, and it's not going to be just somebody; it's going to be lots of somebody's.
Facts.
And then what? Like the people that make the cut get hated by everybody, and then they're just going to attack. Like you're already seeing it, man. When I walk home from work, usually nobody ever fucks with me. I know all the homeless people. I know everybody around town. The last 2 weeks, I've been followed for a couple of blocks at least 3 different times. And like I carry a flashlight bat, so that usually deters people and they turn off. But one of these days, they're not going to be scared, Someone's going to nut up and want to get some. I don't want that.
All right.
Shit to think about. It's been a rough morning.
They better fuck around and keep this shit together because they don't, man. They gonna turn that movie Purge into life.
Nope.
Motherfuckers gonna go around, go crazy.
It would be like
I
Lord of the
want them
Flies.
to. I had a wonderful dream about it. So if they're gonna start playing with the people, well, fuck it. Like, just let all of the doors break loose. Then I
Pretty
mean,
much.
you know the word I'm talking about, Cyphers, and you know where I'm coming from. I
Uh-huh.
mean it.
Uh-huh.
Fine. If you're gonna do it, do it. I don't like this underhanded shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Do it. Because I'm
Passive
fine.
aggressive.
Look, I'm the motherfucker in the house with the dad with the M16. I got he'll give it back if I go back home. He'll give me my 45. He took it. And then because I'm the child has been, oh, I've said too much. Anywho, if they're going to do this, just do it. Because I'm getting so bothered. I'm
Right.
tired. It's like they're slapping around playing with the people.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They're just endlessly feeding off the tension of it now.
Yeah.
Will they? Won't they? It's like one of the sitcom endings with the finale of the people falling in love, and you're just like, oh, they should know. Like, nah, just fucking write the story. Let it happen.
That's what happened. Because let me tell you something too. Why was it that? Okay. Oh, 9/11, the whole nation joined together. Now we supposedly are sick with something, right? And everybody is all apart from each other. Why does that and how does that make sense? See, it's something weird. But I don't care. If they want to do the purge, I mean it. Please, let's just go. And you can figure out whatever phenotype you want to survive, whatever hierarchy you want to survive, whatever social class you want to survive. Go ahead and do it. But stop playing with the people. You see? That's all this is. That's
I mean,
all this is.
they might have a timeline that they have to follow to where they have to allow people to get prepared properly. It's all contractual stuff. Like, if you really think about it, somewhere
Nobody
there is a
don't need to be
contract.
prepared. Let me tell you this. Nobody needs to get prepared. We've been prepared. I've been had toilet paper. Okay, I'm not concerned with it. I've been had baby wipes. Everybody has got food to survive. Okay, like so. Let's just get it on and stop bothering me because I'm getting annoyed with it. Okay, and I'm in Texas. Okay, so you have to understand when I speak the way I speak. You must understand I'm coming from a whole nother perspective. I'm in Texas.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
and we're the ones where the Patriots came from. The Patriots were the ones where you saw standing out there on horses, okay, with law enforcement out there. I'm from that state that'll say, fuck you, I'm not participating. I'm from that state. This I am. So just understand why I speak the way I speak. It's not me speaking ignorantly. It's me speaking based on what they like to call sociology.
Yep. Make sure you smash that like button. Thank you if you already have. Appreciate that.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I would like to welcome everybody to the Smokers Lounge.
Right.
We do this ever so often. Everybody takes shifts. So we don't enforce you. We don't force you to smite the like button. But if you're enjoying the content or have received a piece of information or heard something that you can relate to or like, please hit the like button so these things can be liked. Okay. There's an algorithm and we need to get certain messages out. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, everybody who is joining.
Nice. Nice. In the chat, it was talking about, Quentin was talking about what about the people with disabilities? That's gonna get supposedly might either be eligible or not eligible for the check. The people with disabilities that's on the system is part of the system because the system is federal, as in SSI, SSD, veterans, retired, stuff like that. That's part of the federal system. So more than likely, their benefits will come through that account. So you wouldn't have to worry about them. Like, they'll get their stuff through that. And they wouldn't be ineligible for it because, we have to maintain homes as well. Just say we don't have a job or something, but most of our disability check is going, to rent and food and stuff. So it's like, it's kind of hard to really maintain, depending where you at, it's hard to maintain like, $2,000 a month or something like that. So that's more for what that is. It's just like any other household. But what's good, Zero? Thanks for coming through. But basically, every household and every member of the household should receive a stimulus check or is eligible for a stimulus check. That's a legal citizen. Now, when they talking about the homeless, now it depends because some people that are homeless rather be homeless and they are already still receiving disability income checks and stuff. Some of them, they probably homeless because they're not working and they're probably receiving less than they should think or they think they should. Sorry, receiving less than they think they should. So, they rather just be homeless, and do whatever they want to do. But they still are tied to the system because they might be injured or, a veteran or something. Now, these for the people that, are entitled to those benefits that's within the federal benefits. Now, if a person is just a bum just from being a bum, and not working and being lazy, I'm not really sure what the eligibility requirements are for that. So I'm not going to speak on that one because I don't know. I haven't looked. I haven't went into that information. But if you are in the system receiving federal benefits, that's more than likely that account would get garnished, not garnished, but get will acquire those stimulus funds unless they tell us that we have to go somewhere and get it physically, which I probably doubt. They're more than likely to try to do some shit and mail something out to every home or, direct deposit it in that federal account. So it really just matters, on, if you're a tax-paying citizen, you're injured, veteran, retired, it just depends on all that. Yeah,
looks like he jumped off the line.
Oh yeah, he jumped off. He'll probably be back. He's heading to work, so he'll probably either be back or he'll probably just be back later or probably chime in if we're still on. I don't know. But he said he was heading to work, so he just wanted to come in and see what's up. And kids supposedly should be receiving a $500 check as well per kid. But for the homeless, I'm pretty sure something will have to happen as if they would have to go to an unemployment office or one of those type of offices to go and get that check or those funds. I'm pretty sure if they are involved in that and trying to get housing and stuff, 9 times out of 10 they would have a case manager. So the case managers will relay the system to the people trying to get housing or it's broke. So that's how they would get that that information to personally go get their stuff, because they might not have an account, as if they might not be disabled or something. They might just be broke or just not working or something and just need some extra help. So they've been homeless for a while. So now just being homeless get you eligibility for some housing like downtown and stuff in different areas or Section 8 areas. So yeah.
I'm actually buy it. Now I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for the people, okay?
Uh-huh.
They're gonna have to give me about 10 minutes. Now I'm gonna show you. I'm buy it. Right? I'm by homeless downtown, right? Because the homeless area is close to by downtown. That's where I work,
Hmm.
right?
Yep.
Now, I hate to do this, but I will show you, and I can get there in a minute. Um, I'm gonna cut the camera on, and guess what? This is the problem that I also presented. You're not going to see a lot of them as would be down there. You know why? They done spread it the fuck out. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? They spread it out and moved across everywhere. So, okay. So why is it that I can't go into Olive Garden because there's more than 10 people? But what was going on in the homeless shelter? See?
Hmm.
See? So were they all gathered in one shelter together and they're allowed to just leave and just stand the fuck out? Or see? None of this is making sense. None of it. So they need to figure out. So we're gonna a shelter here, shelter here. None of them can have more than 10 people. It is all sorts of contradictions. Is my mere point,
Right.
and I'm getting ready to show you. Yeah, I'm gonna go down now. I'm gonna drive down there and just let you see. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna put the camera like on any. I gotta be discreet with it so you don't get to see the whole picture or whatever. That's fine because I don't even know what's going on down there right now. But it's right by downtown where my office is. See? And they're walking everywhere. So we'll figure this out in a minute. Here you go. This I am is back.
Yep. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Welcome back, bro.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I just started eating some pretzels and these shits was good. And I ain't want to talk with pretzels and stuff in my mouth. Oh, you all right. Got you in FEMA camps.
I thought this I am was getting ready to talk. I got some food in my mouth right now too. Where you go?
I don't know, I think he hop back off. I think he'll probably come back on.
He just came right on up here like and I heard silence. Trying to have my meal too. This I am or the gentleman with the garden. Would you please like to come? Would you please like to speak on the panel so everybody else can have a little bit of lunch?
The boy.
Yeah, the boy. Please. Everybody's been respectful. Oh my gosh. See? You see what happens when you now nobody has nothing to say? Because everybody always has an opinion. What they're Let me look. Is there anyone in the chat? Let me see. Anyone in the chat who would like to come on up?
On the panel. Come on up here, Chris.
Yeah, come on up, Cobb.
Queen, come on up.
Bro, come on up, yeah. Marvay, please. Miss Ayel, you out there somewhere. You know you fam.
Right.
Come on, please say something. You know what I mean? When people put all this energy into street.
Ooh. Well, I guess there go the panel. All right, Chris, we hear you.
Well, Chris said he at work.
Well, I'm not sure if he's at work yet, but no, Chris is at work. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
It's cool. He working home. You gotta hop on that camera, brother. Hop on that camera.
Everybody's welcome to speak. It's set up there. Open panel. If you have anything to say something. Isn't that so weird, Cypress? Like when you offer to like talk, then nobody don't have nothing to say.
Right.
But when you're trying to talk about something and everybody be on small topics, that's weird.
Man, don't give me my goddamn chance to shine, cause I'm letting all that bitch out. Hold up. Nope. Thank you for the mic. I got about 7, 10.
Exactly. Can't wait. I can't wait till that link drop.
Cause I'm so patient, like, and at the same time, when I know there's a lot of stuff going on, I just write my questions down in my notepad on my phone so I could come back to it. If it's that important, I'm gonna just look at my phone and be like, oh, there you go.
Chris, there's a lot going on too. I can't tell you fully on the stream, right?
Yeah.
I can't say in the stream. I don't know how I can get in contact with you because I don't be on the back chat but it seems though is even lately I understand because I've gone on now Tommy Sotomayor's panel for 3 times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Simply so I'm getting attacked. And he puts his link out there too. So it's like if anybody has anything to say, let us just, please let us just say it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let anybody just say it. Like if you're, because we have open metal and we just have a situation. The brother.
Mm-hmm. My fault. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. No, I'm going on mute. Yes, sir.
The thing is, like, I would love for things to be able to be I would love for things to be that easy for men to express themselves in that way. Because I don't mind telling someone like, hey, like you said something that made me feel some type of way and da 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 da. But when in conversation with other men, coming off in that way, they don't want to seem weak because they seem as a little bit of emotion, a little bit of vulnerability is weak because it just saying, hey, like I feel attacked. I mean, and I know there's ways you can say, hey, hey, yo, I feel attacked. You don't have to attack me in that way, da da da, which would be normal and respectful. you know. But at times where things are going, you know, and tones are raised up, we have to understand that this English language is not a tone language. So it's not expressed through tones. So when you're talking to someone whose tone is high, that's all you're reading. You're not reading what's actually being said. You're reading the actions, the tone, you know, how you feel behind it. You know, it's not more of what's actually being said, because now the main tone of the language is how he's expressing the language, which is not what he's saying. So things get misconstrued with the English language and reading people according to the actions and things that's actually being said. Because when you get on that level of hypeness, or where things are becoming a battle, now it's not it's not more of what's being said. Now it's actually people just feel that like they're being attacked, but the attacker is not attacking upon the information. The attacker is attacking upon tone. So now this other person is responding off a tone, and y'all not going off the shit that's actually being fucking said, because this is not a tonal language. You're paying attention to an action.
Yep.
You're paying attention to an
Yep.
action. Stop paying attention to the action, how the person is expressing themselves. Quiet yourself so you can better listen, and you'll be able to understand. I went through this shit like all week. All week I've been going through this shit, because you know, this is like the other, like a couple builds ago, me and Strange was going at Yahweh. Yeah, this is when he was on my build, and that shit happened when he said English is a tonal language, and then me and her kind of checked him right there on that, like, oh wait, hold on, no, Spanish is, yeah, Mandarin is, yeah, English, no. No, I'm sorry, you tried it. You didn't get through with that. Not even, nah, you didn't even get through with the hair, a little squinch. No, no. And you can't. English is a tonal fucking language. I'm sorry. No. English that goes off tones, whether if it's a high tone, a mid tone, or a low tone, that's a tonal language. You can't say no, and no. And that means different. No. That's not a tonal language. No means fucking no, regardless of how you.
Yeah, he said no.
So let me break it the fuck down for you. Yeah. That's all I want.
No, you made me laugh. I come off like it. They said no means no.
It's for real. You got to break it
in
down.
English. Yes, in English, no means no.
Every fucking, it doesn't matter how you say it. But if you say the same word like she in fucking Chinese, it's and you add a different fucking tone to it, it's gonna mean different. It's gonna come off different. So it's like, come on, man. Stop that. And whoever says English and Spanish is fucking related, no. Latin came before English. Stop relating the two.
It's not the same.
It's not
the same at all.
If it's the same, say Aurora in English and Aurora in Spanish, and see if that sounds the fucking same.
It's not the same at all.
Not at all.
Like it's just see, people just start saying stuff.
Right.
See? Trying to relate things to other things that aren't even related. English does not relate to Spanish. No. And I tell everybody, see, my first language I grew up speaking was Spanish. And that's because of my grandfather. It has nothing to do with English. Nothing to do with English. And
No.
that's why you'll find people who understand Latin. That's why they even, score so high on the SATs.
Mm-hmm.
It's Latin based test. See? I just gotta go on mute. This is just getting funny to me right now.
But it's like that's why I like breaking shit down because things are really so simple and things are like, I mean, we can't say everything's, together and relatable, but we really don't take the time to think and break it down in the simplest way. We go through all this research and this and that. No, you ain't got to do all that shit and sit your ass down and think about it real quick. Use some critical thinking, and that's what they taken out of the human state. Critical fucking thinking. They don't want nobody to think. And there's too many people that catch on to that shit because we think too fucking quick. And what? Hold on. Nope. That wasn't normal. There's too many of us now. There's too many of us.
And we still have yet to see the gentleman, who had a
Oh, shit.
see? See?
Yep. I agree with Marvey. His message is right there on the screen. I agree with that shit. It's like nowadays you just don't know who agents and shit. So you really just gotta go off actions because them niggas present themselves so easily. You know what I'm saying? So you just never know. But the thing is, for me, time will tell, consistency will tell, integrity tells. Because not one person that I'm really connected with is a different person or a different shade from when I'm talking to or building with people on live and stuff. So when I talk to Strange, she's strange. That's strange. That's that strange goddess all day. You know what I'm saying? Sunray, I talk to him offline. Sunray, he's Sunray all day, every day. No facades, no bullshit. God body. Same.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna dip off here in a moment. But see, here we go. The spooky dookie. No, spirit really does bear witness. Right? Who not. You know who done lied on you, who has it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just we hemming up to spirit bears witness. So I hope it doesn't sound spooky to people. But everybody has the opportunity. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna stick around for a little bit longer. Let's hear this individual. I'm still waiting. We're still waiting.
All right. Peace, Noonan.
Where you at?
Well, no, I don't.
Don't bring your ass up here, Noons. I don't have the energy for you. Nah, he knows I'm playing too.
Yeah.
See, that's how we can play with each other. See, you know what I mean? It's a joke. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a joke. You know what I mean?
No, but Queen, I don't think what you said is spook. It's not spook, and I'm gonna relate to you why. Because as much as your inner self speak to you, as much as your spirit is talking to you. If you don't get it, that's your spirit talking to you, nigga. That's your inside talking to you. We all have that. We all have that. We all have those energy sensors. When we pick up things, we get that little, that little ice cube that, the fuck was that? We all get that. Yep. We all get that. That's your inside talking to you. It's your spirit talking, your soul talking to you, your energy, your main source, whatever you want to say. You didn't get that from the outside. Nobody didn't tell you that. It's your inside told you that. So it can't be spookism, can't be pseudo. Don't come here with that pseudo shit because we don't talk that pseudo shit. And just because she related it into the spirit don't mean it's pseudo. It's still your inside.
But now after everybody has understood that, if they get that, they have to understand unity now. Okay, you have some people like that, and then if you get that and you feel it, that's your kindred. We're not all the. I can't. That I get. I feel like I said every day. We're not all from the same tribe. And that's what makes us lovely. I love it. We're not all from the same job.
Right.
We just got to figure out who is who. But if we're going to be about unity, well, okay. Didn't we just see? And this is so pathetic, but I keep having to say it. Watch Panther. Didn't other tribes have to unite, all right, to get what needed to be done, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter if we're tribal. Fuck that right now. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And people who really care, watch them. Watch them what they talk about when they preach unity. You're gonna have to unite with other people who don't have your same belief system, who don't believe a goddamn thing you believe. You may have called them right, calling you a bitch. I understand that. We're different tribes. You are you getting what I'm trying to say, Cybers?
Hey, I
Not
wanna,
do it on your
I wanna,
channel.
I wanna add to that. I mean,
No, but you know what I'm saying.
yeah, I definitely
For
know.
one, we gotta unite for one. So who is that one now? So we're gonna let it be as. Oh Lord, I'm gonna go off.
I mean, but that's
I'm
the
really
thing.
about to go off. But
We
yeah,
this is like we don't even have to skip to movies today. We could literally understand what's going on in all these countries. You see what I'm saying? Think about Africa. You think the people in Congo and Ghana are the same tribe? Nah. But at some point,
no,
they're going to cross paths. And at some point, their people have already crossed paths. You even to their neighboring tribes cross paths. They still stay to themselves as a tradition, but as a people, they came together, and that's what stopped and suppressed Africa for being what it truly is today. That's why you had colonists to stop that and colonialize the different parts of the world so they can suppress that shit. I mean, we gotta and think about it. Not even just Africa. Let's look at the European nation, the Dutch, right? The English, right? The French, right? Yeah, at some point they was all battling wars and shit, and at some point they came together as well. Think about the Asian community. When the Asians come here, and this is shit that you see in your face, Japanese will fuck with Chinese, even though they don't like each other. They will fuck with each other before they will fuck with you. Understand that. Understand that. Understand that Koreans and Vietnamese will still do the same thing. Understand that all the Asian communities will do the same thing. All the Asian communities. We can say, oh, they're Asian. No, oh, no, hold on. There's a difference. Yes, there is a difference. I'm sorry. There is a difference. Japanese aren't Viet. Viets aren't Chinese. Chinese aren't Thai. Viets aren't Koreans. No. But if they were all together in one country, I bet you they'll stick together. And this is stuff that we see. You think there's all Japanese people inside sushi restaurant? No, some of them Korean as well. Some of them Chinese as well. I'm just giving another example to what she said, because this is shit that you see every day. Fuck a movie, but I get your point. Not degrading that or anything, but open your
No,
eyes.
I was trying to relate to people on people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No. You said nothing but bad.
Yeah, you just even what you said, even just it opened me up to that. I mean, this is something I know because I'm I'm in and out of the Asian community. You know what I'm saying? Like I have best friends that's in the Asian community. You know, I grew up with some people in the Asian community. I live with people in the Asian community, like literally, physically live. You know, and I don't distinguish them because whatever beef they got, they still people. They're just a different tribe within their people. Like you have blacks, you have Spanish blacks, you have African blacks, you have English blacks, you have French blacks.
Mm-hmm.
We're
That's
just,
absolutely
we're
bad.
still we're still black, but we're just a part of a different tribe, just like what she said.
And that's the excitement of it.
Right.
So, is there a common enemy or is there no? Because you got to unite sometime. That's what made like, okay. And everybody, I'm a woman, and let's be truthful. And I'm gonna say it, and I'm not gonna ever say it again. I have
Yeah, my bad, bro. I know I'm kind of quiet. I'm still over here
Oh,
working.
oh no, you good, man. I was gonna wait till she cut off, and I
now.
was
Go ahead, Cobb. Go
but
ahead,
if you
Cobb.
say, go ahead, bro.
No, just like I was listening, while I was sending out this email and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I totally agree, with what you both are saying. Like, I definitely think, like I've always said this, that, we all have something to offer and everybody has their own paradigm or their own way of looking at things. But, at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that they're right or wrong. The way I see it, you know, we all are just going through life just trying to figure out what it is, and and it's all to a certain degree kind of, it's kind of a hypothesis. We're just trying to figure things out. We're guessing, we're questioning, and everybody's just going to have their own idea or way to solve their problems, or to see the higher consciousness or whatever it is that they're trying to do. But I just feel like nobody's right or wrong, and that's why I agree. We all can still come together, even though we may be different in the way we see the higher consciousness or politics or just whatever it is. We're still all human, and to me, we all should still come together just in that one common cause. There's only one race anyway, and that's the human race. There are different ethnic groups or culture groups or whatever you want to call it, but we all still bleed. We all have souls, like that's just the way I see it. And again, I'm not saying everybody has to agree with that either, but I just feel like, if we try to look at things in more of a neutral way, then, less arguments and fights and wars and that kind of stuff will come about.
Mm, that's what's up. I kind of I would speak on the right or wrong. I would speak on a different level. In the case that you're speaking on, I agree with the whole right or wrong process, because you proceed with whatever road that you're walking down, and it's not the same as everyone else's. You know, um, in a sense, though, you have been given the eligibility to discern right from wrong from your mother. And that's not to say or go against what he said. I'm talking about the right or wrong that's like that deep down in your heart what's right or wrong. Like not to kill your mother, to respect your mother, to respect one that respects you, or give love to one that gives love to you.
Right. And I totally agree with that, and that's what I mean, as long as it's peaceful and it's not harming somebody, because of course, we know that, raping somebody is wrong, or, those type of things, yeah, I agree. I think everybody should be kind of on the same page, when it comes to stuff like that, but I was just referring to like just us coming together, and I feel like I'm just seeing a lot of struggles with that because everybody just wants to be right and not want to just listen or just hear the other person out. Because the way I see it, I can learn from almost pretty much anybody. I don't care who it is. I feel like, for the most part, everybody has something to offer. And that's why I'm just open and listen and just hear them out.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, I think, like, it has to be like this, like as transparent as we're being. And I want to give a clear understanding of transparent. He gave, on another, perspective of right or wrong, right? That, he sees. And I flipped on the opposite side and gave a right or wrong, right? But at the same time, we both came to an agreement of understanding each other's side of it. You see what I'm saying? You see how transparent it could be, and things could be so respectable, and it's a better understanding for all of us that's attending this discussion.
Exactly. And that's why, I don't, me, I don't have an ego anyway. I'm not the kind of person who's like, I'm right and everybody else is wrong. I don't think that way anyway, so that's why whenever somebody's talking, I just try to hear them out, because to me, you have to look at the whole picture. And I feel like a lot of times people, they'll just look at one portion of it and then they just get stuck within that one angle, and they don't want to see any other angle. And a lot of it's just due to pride and ego and things like that. But I feel like that's why we really have to just let that go, and just really just try to hear that person out. And then, of course, if we don't agree, we still don't have to, but just be respectful about it and not tear the other person down because they see things in their own way. I mean, everybody is different. That's
May I ask you a question, Mr. Cobb? Ask you a question.
If you still can't get along with that person, then just don't talk to them. It's just like,
you don't hear me?
Simple, but I think sometimes as humans, we just try to make things a little too difficult and too complicated instead of just really looking at it in a more simple format.
Christopher,
can you hear Strange?
Oh no, I can't.
Yeah, she was trying.
Okay.
She want to ask you a question. Hold on, speak, Strange. See if people hear you.
I'll go out and come back in because I can't hear it at all.
Yeah, I'll wait until we can make sure we can hear each other.
All right. Yeah, I didn't think he could hear you for some reason, so I was like, yeah, let me ask.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's those I'm talking about.
Is it link in the thing?
Huh?
Is the link? I said I'm talking to you.
Oh yeah. The link is in there, but I'll put it in there.
I'm talking to you. That's what made.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Mr. Cobb, can you hear me now?
I can't. I'm sorry if I cut you off. I don't mean to do that.
Okay. So with everything that you've said, totally respect. Now, do you think there's a war going on?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. You think everybody who's fighting this war is going to be peaceable and all? Let's get along. Do you think that?
No, and that's why I said everybody is different. So no, I don't think so.
So are you saying you're gonna be waving a rainbow flag instead of a M16 side? What are you saying?
I'm just saying everybody has their own roles, and there may be some people out there that's gonna fight and do all that kind of stuff, and that doesn't mean that I'm gonna wave a rainbow flag and all of that. But what I'm saying is that even in a war, to me, there you have people who, of course, they do fight. You have people who are in the back who, strategize and come up with a plan. You have people who are negotiators and try to bring peace and things like that. You have multiple.
Which are you?
Oh, I feel like I'm more
Which
of the
one are
person
you?
that would try to negotiate and just try to make peace because
You
I
want
just
to
still
talk
feel like
about it?
killing and all of that is not going to just totally solve the problem. I think there's a polarity, to everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's just the way I see it.
I, I
Okay,
think,
good answer.
I think Chris um is very peaceful. He would like to keep things peaceful, harmony, everything respectable, collective. However, I feel if it really do comes down to it and his back is pushed against the wall and he have to defend himself, I'm pretty sure he would.
No, I think Chris would be one of the ones of many that I have riding behind me. Isn't that right, Cobb?
Can you say that one more time? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Okay, let me repeat myself. I said I feel like you would be one of the ones riding behind me.
Mm, I don't think I would do that. I mean, like Chris said, I feel like,
Oh, okay. So you can
if,
ride by
if
yourself.
I mean, if I had to really truly fight and whatever, I would do what I have to do. But my thing is, my goal for me, this is just my first goal, is just to always try to solve things in a peaceful way. I mean, I just don't think that you
Okay.
always have to resort to violence and all of that kind of stuff initially, But of course, if it came down to it, I would have to do what I have to do. But that's just not going to be
He
my
just
first goal.
told on himself. He just revealed his whole character right now. And that's really sad, but we'll move forward.
What did I
Hold
do?
on, hold on. What you mean sad? Because I mean, I think he kind of just, said, yeah, of course,
He just
ultimately,
said he's not a protector of black woman. He's the one who's going to protect his own little ass.
That's not what I said.
no, I didn't hear
What
that.
did you just said, Crop? Then
He's
Okay.
explain to us what you meant when
I'm
I
not here.
said, wait a minute, I said you would be riding behind me, right?
I
Because I
guess I
know
just
how I am.
I think I just
Hang on.
misunderstood what you were saying, but I didn't
Okay,
mean
good.
it.
Let's reword your stuff. Fix it.
Okay, like for one, I'm not here to argue and do all of that, So I'm just trying to have a conversation, and unfortunately, I did misunderstand what you were saying. Because you got to remember too, I'm in Hawaii, so the way people talk here is a little bit different. So it's just I'm not used to how people talk or whatever in the mainland. I'm just being honest. So I just misunderstood. But what I was saying is that yeah, I would definitely protect whoever who's even around me, because even with my ex, that's what I did. I always was the one that was trying to protect her and be there for her or whatever. But unfortunately, she didn't do that for me. So no, like I'm definitely always trying to stand up for people and do what's right. But it's just
this,
my thing is that I just do it in a
Hell
different way.
no.
I'm gonna say this. When it initially started, it was more, well, the conversation, it was more he was speaking on like, yes, I'm the peacekeeper. I would rather keep things peacefully and try to solve it out. And then after your reply, that's when I came, after when you replied, he was like, okay, well, you would be more of, standing, behind me. And I don't think he was kind of painting that picture as it was like that, like I'll stand behind you or this. No, I will rather be in front of you, protecting you, not behind you. So that's why when I came and I was just like, I don't think he kind of mean that. I think he kind of mean like ultimately he's just a peacekeeper. He'd rather just solve things out and keep peace. But if his back was against the wall, he would literally have to, do what he have to do to stay alive or stay safe. And if that meant was, if y'all two was in the area and
I had to
having
come back,
something,
y'all, because somebody just called me and messed
yeah,
up my
go ahead.
audio.
And y'all two got in a situation where he would have to protect you. What he's saying is, no, he won't be behind you. He will protect you. He will be in front of you. But ultimately, first off, he would love to keep the peace.
I respect your silence, so I'll respect your response and leave it. But
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. All right, so Queen, so check this out. So, say me and you in a club, right? Me and you in a club.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Some dude come through and he's checking you out, talking to you, trying to give you a little rap. You ain't feeling it. So
Okay.
so you say, you give me that look like, hey, Chris, handle this, okay, cool. So I step in, right?
Right.
And I'm like, hey, brother, shorty's not feeling you, just let it go. Just there's so many shorties around here. Go do you, it's cool, awesome, right? And let's just say he retaliates like, in an awkward, crazy way, or just like aggressive, like, some bullshit like, oh well, nigga, I want to holler at her. And like, fuck are you talking about? That's your girl? She ain't your girl, nigga. Let me holler at her. So, now at this point, I would have to either continue, keeping things cool, or I can go to being on his level. Now, with that being said, at the first point when I step to him, I am demonstrating peace. I'm demonstrating a point where things can be kept collective and respective, and we can go about our way and have a great night, right? So after that, after his reply, I can either, hop to his level or I can keep it peaceful. See, the point that's keeping it peaceful is what Chris is exampling. I'm gonna try to keep it peaceful, but if the guy want to keep hopping on, he want to keep being hype and da da da, well, then now I'm gonna have to do what I have to do. You see what I'm saying? It does, and like this, the situation happens a lot daily, a lot. Just because you're keeping that peace at that time doesn't mean you're weak or you're shying away. This is not the right time for that. You don't have to result into that. You can still have a great night. There's plenty of potential around. So, go ahead and just look the other way. So would you look at me for being how you feel as Chris Cobb is being, or would you feel as if me just one coming to your aid and protecting you, two still keeping it respectful, calm, and peaceful?
Oh, it's not. It's a whole nother feel. Okay, I didn't mean. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I appreciate what you're doing, and it's no. I didn't mean to disrespect you, Christopher Cobb.
Oh no,
Okay,
you're fine. I
Okay.
think
I'm just gonna let it go, but I just get. Let me finish my. Now I get different feels around certain men. You don't get, and I know so I was like, no, you don't give me that feel. Like I want you to demonstrate and show. Okay, in the beginning, I don't want to have to figure it out later. Oh, look at that. He could protect me. Nah, I only go around men who I know can protect me. So with the conversation we're talking about, go ahead, Mr. Cobb.
Yeah, and I think, what kind of started it or whatever, the wrong way was I totally misunderstood what you were saying, to be honest. That's why I answered the way I did. Because I thought when you were saying to stand behind you, I thought you were referring to me just like hiding behind you in the shadows and you would be the fighter. And that's why I was just like, no, it wouldn't be like that. So that's where with me, I got confused, and that's why I guess I didn't answer you, the correct way. So I just wanted to clarify that, so it's not that, yeah, I would stand behind whoever it is that I'm around. I mean, that's what I always do, but it's just, I would do it in a different way. I would just try to be, at least initially, do it diplomatically, just try to be, make peace and all of that. And of course, if that doesn't work, then whatever has to happen will just have to happen. But my initial goal is to always just try to resort things in a more peaceful way, because sometimes it does work, and sometimes it doesn't, So that's all I was saying.
Totally understood. Totally understood and very well articulated.
Yeah, sorry about that earlier, because like I just totally misunderstood what you were saying initially. So yeah, my bad on that.
No, and I apologize if you misunderstood something that I said. So sorry. Like,
No, it's
you know what I mean? It's no disrespect. You know that.
yeah, yeah.
All right. But with that being said, now let me come right back though. So it's not all of us that are diplomats. What I'm trying to tell you, Cobb, is you really have like warriors out here, and I'm one of those. So that's where our even misunderstanding came from. And you need everybody. Didn't I just say that? When you have your army or whatever, you have every level of everything. That your intel, your infantry, even your pilots with the army, right? So we're just different. Okay? It's not even that bad. Like we can be fighting the same battle, just sometimes we misunderstand each other. And that's just what happened. That's all. All right.
Yeah.
I'm let me holler at Cipher. Cipher in RTC, I'm some major.
Say that again.
I said in ROTC, I'm some major.
Oh, that's what's up. I'm Command Sergeant Major.
Oh, you motherfucking! Okay, you see, I knew you gonna say that, right? I knew you gonna say that, right? I got pictures with me and my shit with it on. So we command the color guard, we
Mm.
command the drill teams, all of that, correct?
You run it. Yep, you run it.
Okay, all right, Cyphers. All right, we're gonna have to talk some more.
Yes, ma'am.
We really are gonna have to talk some more. And I never wanted to be an officer. And you understand what that means when I say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Well, I gotta head out.
Said ECSM out here. ECS got a CSM out here. I have that same star with the reef around, right? And after, I was that. I just didn't say that. I just said, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's how we get along so well. Chris Combs, are you sure you want to remain up here? Because you have a lot of shit going on right now.
Oh, what's that? I'm sorry.
Nothing, Christopher.
Okay.
Yeah, with that being said, we're gonna end the show like this. I gotta head out. So um, Queen, do your work.
Oh, definitely you too. And you already know what's going on. everybody linked up in some kind of way.
Yeah, thanks, man. For opening up the panel and just letting us get our thoughts and stuff out. It's definitely much appreciated.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate you coming through, giving your words of wisdom. Appreciate everybody. What you say, Queen? Appreciate everybody coming through in the chat. Everybody who reviewed the bill, gave input or not. Still, you came and viewed and joined us on this great bill that we had on this Tuesday. I would love for you to have a great rest of your Tuesday and great night. Stay safe. You know what's going on out there. My goddess, thank you for coming up here and being the queen that you are. Giving your light and inspiration, the energy. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody else coming through. Thank you, Noonan, for coming through. Thank you, Marve, for coming through. Thank Zero, Quinn. If I forget your name, I'm sorry. But we appreciate you over here in the Smokers Lounge. Because, it's all about us. We all a unit over here. And, Strange, if you have some last words, you can go ahead and speak.
Well, no, I don't think I do. I think everybody has been greeted. Well, some of the people at least. Hope they've been greeted. And you're welcome over here. You gonna get that last son. You got, what I mean? As I said, send me my doggone track. So we can get that. You gonna get that last and we can get that figured out. But all right, then I appreciate you welcoming me on your panel. It's always an honor to be welcomed over here. I appreciate everyone else who came to share their opinion. Never any animosity. It's just sharing opinion. All right. Love everybody. Thank you again. God bless us. I thank you. I'm looking forward to getting my track at some point. Okay. And then we'll get on with it. But I hope everybody has a blessed day. Be careful with this Kyrana, whatever they want to call it or whatever. Be careful. Thank you, God Cypher.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming up. And I'll get on your track ASAP. I got like a lot of the finishing stuff to do. I probably got like, a little 5%, just finishing touches. But I got you. Don't worry about that. But with that being said, I hope everybody be safe out there. Take care of yourself. Please keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open and realize the reality that you win and what's happening right in front of you and inside of your space. Please eat healthy. Please eat healthy. Eat healthy. Eat healthy. Thank you for tuning in to the Smokers Lounge. And we out.